Hey, my friends. A little bit different format this morning. I am live streaming with Facebook, which is what I don't typically do. I usually use an app. There's an app for that. But we're gonna give this a go this morning because the streaming service that I use is down. So I am up front in your business this morning, and I hope that I'll be able to see your comments, because sometimes when I go live on Facebook, I can't. Let me send out the notification here. Send it out to Facebook. If you're watching live, say hi. I'm gonna send out a notification to let people know I'm live. Oh, I struggle with this every time. Every time. I feel like an idiot. I don't know how to run things. All right, KJ Live, sweet potato, Power Bowls. Hi, babe, I'm live. Power Bowls. All right, here we go. If you're watching live, I'm not on YouTube this morning because, again, streaming service down. I can't see it. So I'm really hoping that I'll be able to see your comments come through. If you comment. If you're here, say so, and otherwise I'll assume that I can't see comments, which will be really irritating to me, because that's why I use the app for that. I see people join in. I still don't see comments. I see Lena is watching. It tells me who's watching, which I like. All right, I see Sharon. Hi, Meredith. I do see that comment. Yes, I am up close. So I'm streaming on Facebook, and I normally don't do that. Hi, Lena. I normally stream from an app, but the service is down, so I can't stream from there. So I thought, okay, if I'm gonna stream, this morning's gonna have to be straight on Facebook and no YouTube this morning. It was good. Just took a fair amount from me. Half my volume, but this was my reward. A blonde. A hot blonde. All right, here's what we're gonna do. This is tofu. Yes, I said tofu. Here's how I prepped my tofu. Hi, Pam. Hi, Benita. Hi, Layla. All right, here's how I prepped it, okay? This is my bricko tofu. Extra firm tofu is what you're looking for. I pressed a lot of the liquid out of it, but then I put it in a bowl and I poured boiling water over it, and I let it sit for probably 10 minutes. That helps constrict the tofu and helps it absorb flavor better. So then once I drained that, I let it sit for a few minutes, and then I kind of press the liquid out of it. You don't want a ton of liquid left in your tofu if you want it crispy at all. I don't know if I'll be able to get this crispy, because usually when I get my tofu crispy, it's with oils, and I'm not going to be using oils because I'm having a lovely this morning. So I put my tofu in a bowl about 20 minutes ago. I poured some Bragg's over it. I put some chili powder, or not chili powder, but my chili onion crunch, just seasonings, garlic powder, onion powder, cayenne, ginger. Kind of an Asian flavor. And now I'm gonna take oat fiber. Oh, and I need to get my pan hot. With tofu, you need your pan screaming hot. You don't wanna put tofu in a warm pan and expect it to do anything magical. I don't even know if it'll do anything magical without a fair amount of oil, because usually you need a good amount of like sesame oil to make tofu really crispy. But we'll try it with just this spray. We may have to add a little more. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Gina. That latte is so good, makes me happy. All right, I'm gonna take about, I don't know, maybe a teaspoon of oat fiber and stir this in right before I cook it. Maybe a little more than a teaspoon. Cornstarch works better, but cornstarch is not on plan. Arrowroot might work. I don't know. But we're gonna use oat fiber. And then we're gonna get it crispy. Do you guys eat tofu? Who here eats tofu? Anybody? If you're not, you're missing out. It's a great source of protein, and having a variety of proteins instead of all just animal protein. Animal protein is great, but having a variety is wonderful. Wonderful. I'm gonna put some kale, some frozen kale. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it in another pan. I was gonna put it right in the pan with my tofu, but where it's frozen, let me get another pan. Where it's frozen, I think I better put it in another pan because otherwise all the liquid is gonna come over out of my tofu. Gina doesn't touch it. I thought I saw someone's hand pop up that they do, but it disappeared on me. Comments are weird on Facebook, so if I don't respond to a comment, it's not because I'm ignoring you. Have you had it, Sarah? Gina hasn't had it. Would you try it, Gina? All right, my pan is screaming hot. I'm just gonna cook up my kale. I'm gonna throw this seasoned and oat fibered up tofu to hopefully get it crispy. I've had good luck usually getting it crispy, and then I've had times where I couldn't get it crispy. Don't ask me the difference. I don't know if it's because sometimes I get more liquid out sometimes, and sometimes I don't get enough liquid out maybe. I don't know, but it's not consistent. You just got here. You're just waving hi, Sarah. You haven't had tofu. You're not admitting to loving tofu. I'm trying to get a wide variety of proteins in my diet and not just live off animal protein. I love animal protein and I do eat plenty of it, but it's dense. It is good. It can be good. It can be good. It can be terrible too if you don't cook it right. Gina, girl, I don't blame you. I'm not the big fish lover either. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a sweet potato. I'm gonna use my pretty bowl. Sweet potatoes, all ready for the week. All cleaned up and roasted and sticky and gooey. On the bottom, look at all the sugars. Look at all the natural sugars. You should see the sugars stuck to that pan that I need to get out off that pan. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. I will eat the peel and everything of this because I love it. Sprouted tofu. I didn't know that was a thing. I need to go get sprouted tofu. I did not know sprouted tofu was a thing. I'm gonna have to go to TJ's. I'm gonna turn my heat down a little. Woo, she's cranking hot, getting smoky. Benita, it's good for you. And the thing about tofu, really, it tastes like nothing. It scares people, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't taste like anything. It just, you can make it taste like whatever you want it to taste like. Cook it in some chicken broth, cook it in some beef broth. Cook it in whatever seasonings you love. Cook it in, sesame oil is so good on tofu, so good. I'm gonna cut this up because I'm gonna eat the skin and all. The skin is full of fiber and goodness. Look at that gorgeous color. That right there screams health. That color, doesn't it, Bassmaster? He loves sweet potatoes. Oh, see, she's getting crispy. It's kind of bouncy. Like, I find that it kind of resembles chicken. A little. I think the only tofu I've had is when it comes in that broth mushroom soup. Yeah, the miso soup. Yeah, and that just tastes like salt because it just soaks up the flavor of the broth. Tofu can be, there's so many ways, and I haven't really dived, how do you say that? I haven't jumped in to eat a lot of it. Hi, Shirley. But I do, every time I have it, I'm like, oh, I need to get that again. Because you can get a fair amount of servings out of a block of it. See, it's drying out nice. It's not going to get crunchy. It could get crispy in the air fryer. This is kind of going to be like a power bowl. I'm going to put my kale. I like kale so much better than spinach. And I like to, whoops. I like to buy the frozen. Ooh, that's bad for your pants. Don't do that. I like to buy the frozen kale, and I just, you know, cook a little bit at a time. Cooks up so quick. Then I don't have a whole bunch left over in my refrigerator that gets slimy and bad. I just use that. All right, I think we're almost done. This is what my tofu looks like. Kind of crispy fried. Some of it's a little crispy. It's not like super crunchy or anything. I'm gonna hold this up because you can't see it. I'm gonna put some sesames on it, just a sprinkle. And I'm also gonna put some tahini. That's gonna be my added fat. I could have chosen sesame oil as my added fat, but I like the tahini on top. Just adds a nice, I can't believe how much tahini I've gone through in the last month. It's become one of my new favorite added fats. Instead of always being butter or oil, wisdom recipes teach us to use things like nut butters, sesame butter, nuts, those things, instead of always doing added fats through oils. I have to stir it all the time though. It does look like chicken. And it kind of, you know, it just tastes like the seasonings. It just tastes like, don't let it scare you guys. It's not, now plain tofu, you go taking just plain old tofu, it's not going to be very good. But season the heck out of it. And it's really, really good. And there's lots of health benefits. Look, doesn't that look good? It's my tofu. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's delicious. It just tastes like, well, it tastes like Chinese food. It tastes like Chinese food. It's softer than chicken, but all those seasonings are seasonings I would put on chicken. Woo, I got some cayenne in there. All of those are things that I would put on chicken. So at the end of the day, it doesn't taste a lot different than if I had made this with chicken. It's really good. I want to take pictures of it so it looks pretty. So I'm not going to dive in, and I'm going to have it with my tall, hot blonde. All right, you guys, I love you all. That was easy. That's an easy lunch. Look at that. And you could make up a bunch of that tofu and just reheat it. I haven't had it reheated, but I'm assuming it's fine. But I have sweet potatoes to eat all week. I have 8 of them. As long as Marin doesn't eat them all. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. I gotta go get to work. I love you all. I hope you have an amazing Monday. If you're part of group coaching, don't miss Zoom tonight. And also, the Wisdom Workshop is still available for replay. That's right on my website. And also, you can sign up for Gut Instinct, which starts next Monday. we start gut instinct, which is just a complete gut health. That sounded funny. Gut. I said it like a New Yorker. Gut health course. We're going to talk all about your gut. Okay. And then also the Surrender Circle still has some spots open, and we start that next Monday. We're going to be meeting Friday afternoons. So if that works for you and you want to be part of the Surrender Circle, you have to sign up before next Monday. It's $497 for 6 weeks. You will get a one-on-one with me, and you will get 75-minute weekly Zooms. You're going to get a journal. You're going to get a lot of one-on-one time with me, and a Marco Polo that's very small. There's only going to be like 4 or 5 of us. It's just going to be a small, intimate group. So if you want to be part of that, go sign up before it's too late, or otherwise you're going to have to wait for the next time. All right, I love you all. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.